breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Federal government plans to assassinate Nnamdi Kanu. Hype speaks. Federal government plans to assassinate Nnamdi Kanu. Hype speaks. To my dear listeners from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has accused the federal government of planning to assassinate its leader. Nnamdi Kanu, who is currently in the custody of the Department of State Services, DSS. Speaking in a statement made available to journalists, by the group's media and publicity secretary, Emma Powerful, on Saturday, the proscribed group stated that their leader is battling heart problems, but the federal government has refused to release him. IPOB alleges that the government has resorted to roadside pharmacies for Kanu's medication, which it sees as systematically diminishing his life. The federal government has deliberately planned to eliminate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is illegally detained in DSS solitary confinement. Kanu is battling heart problems and some mineral deficiencies which require medical specialist attention, but the federal government has refused to release him as the court avoided and has not allowed him access to his personal physicians. Instead, they have resorted to patronizing roadside pharmacies for his drug, which we see as a systematic and gradual diminishing of his life and final elimination method. A few days ago, IPOB legal team members and a brother of Kanu visited him in the DSS custody, where he informed them that the DSS agents have not given him his prescribed drugs for 9 days and more. More so, the DSS hasn't given him food for some days, claiming that they don't have money for his food and drugs. How preposterous. We, the global family of the indigenous people of Biafra, therefore call on the federal government to release Kanu immediately if they can't afford his medications and food. IPOB is more than capable to provide our leader with the best medical services in the world and can give him any food of his choice. But it is their responsibility to ensure that he fits well with good medical attention, because they have illegally keeping him in prison. IPOB will not take it lightly with them. If anything untoward happens to him, they cannot succeed in breaking him down. We in IPOB understand the recent actions of the DSS as a plot to systematically diminish and finally kill Kanu by starving him of his drugs and food. But we wish to remind the Nigerian government and all who are remotely interested in Nigeria to bear in mind that IPOB and in fact Biafrans will wage unending wars with the Nigerian state if anything untoward happens to Kanu. This is not a threat, but a promise that generations of Biafrans must keep even after the Biafran nation has been restored. Several times, we have called on Malam Abubakar Malami and his collaborators to release Kanu, as the court of competent jurisdictions have ordered. More so, the United Nations Working Group gave directives for Kanu to be released and be compensated by his Nigerian government Bomalami, the Fulani cabals, and other self-seeking politicians have refused to obey self-verdict, the statement reads. The indigenous people of Biafra IPOB has accused the federal government of planning to assassinate its leader, Nnamdi Kanu, who is currently in the custody of the Department of State Services, DSS. Speaking in a statement made available to journalists by the group's media and publicity secretary, Ima Powerful, on Saturday, the proscribed group stated that their leader is battling health problems, but the federal government has refused to release him. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, now I've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let's know what you